Hey, what's going on? Don't criticize or judge if you don't know the rules. Because if you don't know the rules, how can you know if you whatever point you want to criticize or judge, how can you know if that's right or wrong if you don't know the rule? Case in point, basketball. I referee basketball. Middle school, high school, rec league, adult league. There's rules to the game of basketball, and I ref the games about. I love the game of basketball. I coached it. I train kids. I referee. I don't watch it a lot though. People are like, you love basketball like that, but you don't watch it. Nah, I don't even hardly go to games to sit and watch. I sit there and get sleepy. That might be the craziest thing, but I love it. I love the game of basketball. And players, coaches, and parents. Players, coaches, and parents. And I guess fans. So you might be at the game and you're a fan there. But fans, players, coaches, and parents. So many times as officials, when they recognize you as a referee, of course, they want to tell you this, but you didn't do that. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, sometimes I ask the question, like, what are you talking about? So when they bring up the point, and I'm thinking to myself, that's not even a rule, what you're talking about. That's not even a call of what you're talking about. They love the calls. They love to say reaching. You're reaching. He's reaching. So even some of the coaches now, even lots of the coaches, hey, Mr. Ref, he's reaching. And if I were to go to you and say reaching is not a call, what are you talking about? Explain to me. Well, he's sticking his hand in there. There's nothing wrong with him sticking his hand in there trying to steal the ball. If there's no contact, there's no foul. If you do hear contact or see it, I had a play where the person was dribbling the ball, his hand was on the ball, and the defender hit his hand. Your hand is a part of the ball. So there's so many rules to the game of basketball that I have my I think I got them here. I have my manuals, my rule book, because of the rules. Because of there being so many rules and a different rule. We got case book. We have look, there go one, and that's for 24, 25, because sometimes it changed. So this the rule book. Yep. Basketball rules book, 24, 25. Then you have basketball case book, year 20, 24, 25. So most referees, officials that want to get better at their craft, want to get better at their profession, they travel with these. Then there's so many things that we have online with IABO. It's another officiating platform that we can use, watching videos, watching different play scenarios. Now, are there some officials that don't look at these? Yes. Are there some officials that don't try to get better when they're out there on the court referee? Yes, they are. Are we perfect? No, we're not. Am I perfect? No, I am not perfect by no stretch of the imagination. And if you're sitting there judging me, you're not either. I don't care what you think that you're good at or you have perfected, you're not perfect. So, but that still does not negate of me trying to get better as an official. Now, I have no problem with, and I'll answer a coach's question. Now, you got some coaches that want to talk, they're going to challenge every call that's made against his team. Then they're going to complain and challenge the calls that you didn't make against the other team. Every time. I'm not addressing all of that because that's your nature. That's what you do. And probably 80 to 85, 90% of the time, you don't know the rules. But as an official, we are supposed to remain professional at all times. It makes no difference. If a coach is cursing, a player doing this, fans getting aggravated and this and that, and we are supposed to remain professional. And when we don't, just like I had a coach the other week was saying something about a call he thought I didn't make. And I asked him, I said, well, coach, that wasn't the case. You at a different angle than I am. What you saw and what I didn't see, two different angles. So that's going to make a difference where you are on the court. So he didn't like it. He was upset about it. And he said it was horrible and this and that. And I said this in another video. He said about it was horrible, you off your game, and that's just horrible, and this and that. And I said, coach, and he turned around and looked at me. I said, I could say the same thing about your coaching. And that was like I stabbed him literally in the chest, how that cut him. And his assistant coach is like, what did he say? And the head coach said, oh, he said we are horrible coaches. I said, no, I didn't. I didn't say that. I said, coach, I said, what if I said that about your coaching? And because I said that, that offended him. But we're supposed to take, even as professionals, we're supposed to take that. But that was out of my character. So that was the last game of the day. And when I saw him, before I left the gym, I talked to him and I went up to him. I said, hey, coach, I don't do that. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. He said, what are you talking about? I said, what I said to you. He said, I don't take that stuff serious. I said, yeah, I understand that, but that's not how I operate. That's what I told him. I shook his hand and gave him a hug. I said, I don't operate like that because that didn't sit right with my spirit doing that. But back to my topic. If you don't know the rules to a situation, don't criticize. Learn the rules. And I think that's what goes on with a lot in sports. You have those that are criticizing, fussing, carrying on, doing whatever, saying whatever, and you don't know the rules. And that's hurting you. That's hurting your child. If it's a coach, that's hurting your players. You're taking away from. We have to take tests based on these books and game situation. We have to take tests and have to pass or not. And that will determine what level games that you get and your years of experience. I think that all coaches on all levels should have to take a test and do so many on the court hours as an official. Volunteer on the court so you can take. I know some guys that are great test takers and will ace the test. But you put them on a basketball court, oh man, you got people out there getting hurt because it doesn't translate over. It doesn't translate over to the game. So having the book smarts and you passing the ace in the test and putting it on the court, if those two don't come together, you got a problem. Then you have some people that aren't good test takers, but they're great on the court. They know the rules. But having that balance. But if you don't know the rules, why are you fussing? Why are you talking? And why are you going? And then when we explain it to you, or a coach asks a question, and I explain it, I'm taking my time during the game when it's a dead ball or shooting a free throw. When I'm explaining it to you, if you don't like it, then you turn around and you walking away because you don't like the answer. Because you want to be right. And you didn't like the answer. So you turn around and you walk away. I'm not answering another question. I try to talk to you and answer your first one, but because you don't like it, then boom. So I don't think you should criticize if you don't know the rules. Learn the rules. And if you learn the rules, I think it will be a lot less chaos in the stands going on. The people that you hear yelling this and yelling this, saying that, they ain't got a clue what they're talking about. And if you show them that and you bring it out to them, they're going to be pissed with you because you showed them up because they don't know the rule. You're hurting your child when you do that, when you don't know the rule. Coaches, you're hurting your player when you don't know the rules. And the referee makes a call and you go behind the referee and say, oh man, that was a good play. That was a good play. So you're saying what the referee said was wrong. And I said this to one kid. I say, I'm not telling you to disobey your coach. I say, but what your coach is telling you right now is wrong. Okay? I'm not telling you to disobey, but what your coach is telling you right now, that's wrong. All right? Let me get off my rant. Know the rules before you go and complain. And that's with anything. Not just basketball. Anything in life. Get the facts. Get information that's going to support what you're standing on or what you're going to that person to talk about. Hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know what you think. And prayerfully, God spare my life. I'll see you again on another video. If you get any value from the videos, I know that you're sharing the videos that could be helpful to someone else. And hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and you get a notification each and every time that I come on and do a video. All right, guys. Love you. God bless you. Remember, God loves you. I love you, but God loves you best. All right, take care.